Are you feeling like a slave, prisoner of an unrespectful husband? How is it even possible to submit in an healthy way? And how can you successfully run or even start a business if you're constantly stomped on like a doormat on the floor? In this episode, I will go deeper in the first thing you need to know as a Christian wife before starting an online business. And I will show you how to challenge your husband to respect you without disrespect him, okay? And if you stay until the end of the episode, I'm going to show you how to set healthy boundaries around your own heart, protecting it to be strong enough for your God-given business project. Hi sister, my name is Magali from the French part of Canada. I've been married to my lovely husband since 2002, and after Jesus healed me from every mental illness, my marriage have improved dramatically, and it still does. So if, like me, you're a Christian wife, and if God has resurrected your old dream of modeling Proverb 31 woman, come alongside with me. And we will walk together on this journey of modeling Proverb 31 lifestyle, one step at a time, from our capacities and limitation to become full-time keeper at home. So now please subscribe to my channel, so this way you'll get help on your wifehood journey to make it more biblical, and tap the notification bell so you get notified as soon as I post a new video. I personally have used these following strategies, and by the grace of God, I was able to have a joyful heart while helping and submitting to my husband in a healthy way. So if you are grateful to go deeper in the first thing you need to know as a Christian wife before starting an online business, then comment grateful down below and let's start. In the first episode of this series, I gave you an overview of the PDF I created called the 9 to 5 Escape Plan for Proverbs 31 Women. And I encourage you to go to watch that video. And today I'm gonna go deep into the first topic of this document to encourage you to rise from the floor and stop being a doormat with your husband. I really like to say good boundaries for healthy submission. Many times I was afraid to communicate my honest thoughts to my husband because I was challenging him and it was creating tension. But I realized that if I stay silent, I'm a bad helpmeet. We have to communicate our opinions, our needs, our concern to be good helpers because, well, I mean, even if we create tension in the relationship, because how can a husband make an informed decision as the main decision maker of the family if we are afraid of communicate our concern with transparency? So first, I would like to talk about enabler. Many times in our emotional brokenness, sorry, my English, we're not able to make the difference between humility and self-degradation. Okay, we become an enabler of abusive or simply disrespectful behavior, and we are always cleaning behind and hiding our husband's bad attitude. But if we enable their bad behavior, some husband will never be conscious of the suffering they cause around them, and they will think they are normal, but that that they married a woman without backbone. Okay, so that's why the more we try to submit in an unhealthy way and sad surrendering way, the more our husbands are disrespectful. So a little story here. When I was a child, my mother was beaten by her partner, which was not my father, by the way. And I've learned to become a skilled enabler. One morning after the fight of the night before, I woke up and there were chips all over the living room on the floor. So as a good child, I got on all my fours like a dog, and I put back all the chips one by one in the bowl, and I became a professional enabler at that time. I had to learn how to rise, but without rebelling against men. Um, Here, I want to make a parenthesis. Please, if you are in physical danger, like my mother was, stop this video and go search for help right now, okay? So with that being said, let's continue. Some Christian husband will use the Bible to force their wife to submit, and this leads to an unhealthy submission. When we take the floor position like that, we get so frustrated that sooner or later we will rebel and take the roof position and demand respect. But soon we will feel guilty for not submitting in a healthy way and go back to the floor, and it's up and down, up and down. And we continue to hide our husband's power trip in the name of Christian submission. We tend to think that there's only two possible solutions for that. Number one is submitting without using our brain. Then our husband feels frustrated because no decent man wants a slave as a wife, And number two is defying with a feminist rebellion, losing self-control. Then our husband is frustrated because it looks like he's the only adult in the room. But both of these two solutions are enabling him in his bad behavior. So there's a third way to behave, but you will absolutely need the Holy Spirit to help you in this third way. This is the narrow road, sister. Number three is challenge him to respect you without disrespecting him, okay? Your keyword for that is no, or I refuse that, whatever, but said in a respectful way, keeping your joy, your grace, and your dignity. Okay, you see why you need the Holy Spirit for that? It's the narrow road of your healing to be able to submit in a healthy way. But how to challenge your hubby to respect you without disrespecting him? Oh, it's hard for me to say that. You know what I mean, okay? So you will have to level up your identity with what God says about you, not what your husband says. You will have to let the love of God overflow from you without necessarily feeling loved in return. You will have to hear disrespectful word without feeling disrespect. And when you don't get respect, stand strong, straight, and tall like a load-bearing wall, and look him in the eye with compassion and forgiveness without fear, guilt, or apology. Okay? Proverbs 4:25 says, let your eyes look straight ahead and your eyelids look right before you. Okay? So don't go away laying down like a dog with your tail between your two legs. Okay? Your husband can't separate you from the love of God. Romans 8:35. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? No one can, not your husband either. Okay? So there's no guarantee your husband will change, but it's guarantee you will change, and nothing will happen overnight. So please, sister, give yourself time to walk this journey with the Holy Spirit, and forget change you want to see in your husband. Forget it, but put him in the hand of God and focus on God and your healing rising from the floor. Okay, here's a little warning here, sister. That warning will lead to the next episode. I want to submit to you that before blaming your husband for anything, you must be sure that you are kneeling in front of God. Okay? Remember the parable of the speck in the eye and the beam in the eye? Often we will see our own heart in our spouse behavior. Okay? It's kind of like a mirror. of our own heart. So we have to be very careful of that. Now here's the time, as I promised you at the beginning of the episode, where I'm going to show you how to set healthy boundaries around your heart, okay? Because we want to be protected and strong enough for our marriage sake and for our God-given business project's sake, okay? So let's read Proverbs 4:23. Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. I love that. Now, only God should have level 10 of access to your heart, okay? Because He will always give you level 10 of respect. So let's say that in the ideal marriage relationship, we should give level 9 access to our heart and receive 9 of respect, okay? But we know that it's not always the case. So if I give level 9 access to my heart and my husband gives me level 3 of respect, I will need to set boundaries around my heart to limit the access at level 3. But be careful. Demanding and defying our husband to level up their respect to 9 will never work for a long time, okay? We don't set boundaries on people. We don't set boundaries on our husband to force him to behave as we want him to behave, okay? This is control and manipulation, and we don't want that, okay? We need to set healthy boundaries around our own heart to protect it. And this will inspire respect without forcing it, okay? But how to set boundaries around our heart? That's a good question. So number 1, you will need a secret place, a prayer closet in your home. If it's not possible, sister, there's always the bathroom with a locked door, okay? But it's a must to set boundaries, okay? So number 2, go to this place each and every time you need to explode emotionally, whether it's for an overflow of anger or weeping. There you will lay down your burden at the feet of the cross instead of at the feet of your imperfect husband. Your husband is a man, it's not God, okay? So He can't bear all your burden. Jesus will, okay? So number 3, come out of your secret place when you're restored by the Lord, okay? Number 4, now you can say the most powerful word, no, or I disagree, to your husband with grace, peace, and self-control, because you put everything on the cross in your secret place, okay? Number 5, it's stand on your no position like an unmovable load-bearing wall, okay? Don't say, oh, okay, you start to feel guilty to have say no, and then you go back to your yes position. When it's no, it's no. Jesus said that. No, it's no, and yes, it's yes, okay? So number 6, now you have the emotional and mental stability to be the helpmeet you were created to be. And you also have the stability to start your God-given project, okay? Whether it's a business or whether it's a ministry. So if you are feeling like a slave, prisoner of an unrespectful husband, if you wonder how it's even possible to submit to him in a healthy way, and if you want to start an online business but you feel like discouraged because you're constantly stomped on like a doormat on the floor, then please download the PDF. It's called the 9 to 5 Escape Plan for Proverbs 31 Woman. Okay, it's I built it to help you start an online business with the right heart foundation, okay? So this PDF will be in the second link of the description down the video. So that's it for now, sister. Next time I will make an entire episode about the second thing you must know as a Christian wife before starting an online business. and I will encourage you to humble yourself from the roof. Big time we'll have together. If you found any value in this episode, sister, and you would like to learn more, please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to get notified as soon as I post a new video. And also, if you have any question or something to share, simply leave a comment and I will answer it. Okay, and thank you so much for watching. Please check out my other videos. If you are interested in modeling Proverb 31 woman lifestyle, one step at a time from your own capacities and limitation to become full-time keeper at home. So in the meantime, I wish you a blessed day, sister, and shalom.
The Lord bless you.